Hello and welcome back to the Darkest Dungeon as we make our descent into madness. So today we're going to start off with the story of Ezor and Uka. Ezor once had the favor of a lady's handmaiden that was a topic of gossip for a year. When his liege lord's son discovered Ezor was about to propose to the handmaiden, the nobleman swooped in and promised Ezor's wife-to-be a life of luxury like that of her lady. The handmaiden, having tasted the opulent life, spurned Ezor. Ezor, once an armorsmith by trade, turned to the game of cups. He knew he had won when he couldn't remember how many he had downed. Ezor began to cause trouble with his newfound habit, and found himself sleeping in hounds' pens when no one else would have him. This is where Ezor met Uka. Uka was a loyal hound and would never spurn Ezor, except for maybe a quick game of chase his tail, or to nab a slab of meat when no one was looking. With his newfound friend, and his renewed vigor, he decided to make a name for himself in the hamlet. So there we have the best buddies, Ezor and Uka. And we're going to go ahead and put them together in our quest for today. Let's take a quick look. I think we did this last time, so we didn't pick anybody up. I have a group picked out for what we're going to be doing. We're going to go to the Weald. We need to get deeds. We want to increase our roster size, as I believe right now we're at 18 of 18. And I believe you can get up to 25 out of 25. So we are going to go with Groat, who is a leper. We're going to go with Nimra, the red. She has red hair. I guess I could have called her Scarlet. I don't know. Nimra's good. So anyways, we have a Hellion. We have Ezor and Uka, who we have seen before. And then we have Sinope, who we have also seen before. So we have 2 new and 2 experienced for this. So let's go ahead and equip them. Let's see here. See, you have no dodge whatsoever, so we'll go ahead and boost your damage. I think is good. We'll boost her accuracy. You know, we could give her an increased bleed chance as a possibility. What else do we have here? Range skills is not interesting to me at all. Okay, bleed skill. Do we want to do that? You know, maybe not. What are most of your attacks? I think we're going to give you the scouting book, the survival guide. We could also give you, let's see, what are your main attacks? Ranged, melee. So mostly ranged, so maybe we'll give you the ranged accuracy bonus. I think that's not a bad way to go. Sinope, what can we give you? What would you like there, beautiful lady? I think we may give her the survival guide, just so we can boost up our chance to get scouting opportunities. After that, I think we're good to go. Oh, what the heck, we'll give her the increased. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll give her an increased bleed chance with her attacks, although I did not take bleed out as of yet. She's going to rely on Wicked Hack in the first 2 ranks, and then if it bleeds. And since we have her in the 2nd rank, bleed out really would not be quite as useful anyways. So anyways, we're going to the Weald. It is a short adventure, so let's get to it. Let's see, we're going to go ahead and bring out 7 torches. I think we can skimp on the food, maybe just go with 12. Let's go with 2 shovels, 2 of those, 2 of those, 1 of those, and 1 of those. You know, I may bring along a holy water as well. I think somebody has something that we may want to get rid of. So anyways, we're down to 1,500 gold. Getting a bit skimpy on the gold. You know, I know that you can do dark runs and make increased money, but when you have 2 characters that are 0 level, it's probably not your best time.
I knew all these paths once. Now they are as twisted as my own ambitions.
Twisted indeed, caretaker. Alright, these guys are always fun, so let's, I guess I really didn't go through all my abilities and kind of set things up, so, you know, we did one thing right, we got our equipment, but we forgot to organize things. I think we'll be alright for this fight. Luckily it wasn't something crazy to start out. Oh, Sinope, you're killing me. Just killing me. There we go.
Continue the onslaught. Destroy them all.
Let's rearrange things here. So we want Chop, we want Hugh. Do we want Revenge? You know, Revenge doesn't really do it for me. Let's go with Withstand and go with Solemnity. And let's see here. You, I think you were pretty much set up. We're going to go with Wicked Hack. We're going to go with Barbaric Yowp! We're going to go with If It Bleeds. And do we want to go with Breakthrough or do we want to go with Adrenaline Rush? Let's see, we have one healer. A bunch of people can heal themselves, which is kind of interesting. You know, maybe we will go with Breakthrough for now. Let's see, I think you are pretty much set up. Again, I haven't picked up Hound's Harry quite yet. I probably could have picked it up, but I was a little bit worried about our cash flow problems. Also, she does not have Dazzling Light. That's very interesting. So, we may go with Illumination instead, which we can't use from that rank. We can't use Mace Bash either. But what we may do is you pick up Mace Bash, and if we get into a situation, you know, where we get rearranged, we could use it. So it's a little awkward. You know, not the best setup, but I think we'll be alright. There we go. Get that torch before they pop in on us. Alright, that worked out. We surprised them. Okay, Nimra the Red. See what you can do. That's right. Let's keep on mowing them down. No quarter given. Right on, Izor and Uka. Okay, so she can go ahead. What is that? Judgment? Yeah, might as well use Judgment. Does some damage. Okay, so we didn't do his Cytokinesis, which is probably okay. Wouldn't have been that scary right away. And we might as well heal you, because we're going to have 2 more attacks, or 3 more attacks on this guy. It's always good to stay on top of that. Alright, we got some scouting. Very nice. And I really like how the trap, it actually makes me see the traps a lot better. So we got 50, 60, 100, 70. Well, that's all you, buddy. Oh no. We didn't want that. So normally you can hit the W key and have it activate whatever you're next to. Well, I was too close to that door, so it had me go through the door. The hotkeys are a little awkward still. And we're still lacking some hotkeys, which I'm hoping that they resolve, like hitting the take and the do not take. I wish there was just a space bar or whatever where you could hit take. That would be great if anybody is listening. Okay, pretty quiet so far. Just a couple of ectoplasms. Okay, we're already eating. Why? You guys must be bored or something. So we have a grave. Well, let's dig it up. We need the money. I think that's probably more important than just about anything right now. See what we can find. Alright, that's not too bad. Pretty happy with that. We definitely need deeds. Alright, now I get into, well, I guess we surprised them. The digging up the graves, we smelled like death and they weren't able to recognize us. So do I want to go ahead and use my doggy treat? It's probably not the toughest fight. Yeah. You know, if we use it now, it'd probably set us up better down the road. So let's go ahead and use it. That, I want to make sure we're not picking up a bunch of stress. Boy, you could. No, you can't. You can't do that. No, I think these guys got buffed up in hit points a little bit. That's a nice hit from Groat. I already have his story kind of figured out, I think. So I could do the Yelp, which is a double stun, or I could do Breakthrough. I think Breakthrough is pretty good in this situation. There we go. Now is the time I wish I had her stun attack, and I don't. Oh, Sinope. Your deity will be very displeased if you continue that path. Uh-oh. Nimra's getting a talking to by the lady showing off her cleavage here. Okay, and we got a good beatdown going on. Okay, Uka, we're sending you in. Such a loyal hound. Such a loyal dog. Okay, finish him off. How's your bleed? Not too bad. Not too bad at all. The old glaive to the noggin always does it. Look at this, a blood charm.
Seize this momentum. Push on to the task's end.
So I think we're going to go ahead and equip this because it has no negative effects. So you're going to bleed for a little bit, you're going to bleed for a little bit, not a big deal. What do we got here? An ancient coffin. What do you do with an ancient coffin? I think you just roll the dice with it, and hopefully it gives you a buff of some kind. If we're looking for a buff, I think she is the one to buff. And nothing. Got my items confused. So let's see, we need to explore 90% of the rooms, which means we could probably get away with avoiding this one, but I think we're going to do it anyways. We could go ahead and pop a torch, though. Oh, another grave. Do we want to use our last shovel? Why not? Oh, Nimra found some gems hidden in the grave. Here we got our Weber and our Spitter. Let's go ahead and try to take them down. Uka! You afraid of spiders? We need to train you up. And why are your hind legs so much more pronounced than your forepaws and your forelegs? It's kind of weird. Okay, let's see if we can do a double dodge. Great. Just great. Okay, so a judgment here. What can we do? We could potentially kill somebody, which is always good. I think we got to go for it. Did not quite work out. And Centipede's going to pay for it. 8 damage. As she is marked. Let's go ahead and do breakthrough. A triple dodge. So we've had a double dodge, a triple dodge. Centipede's seeing a lot of attention. Everybody wants to ask her to dance. Okay, so let's see here. Marking is not going to do us any good. We just want to send Uka in. There you go, Uka. You're learning, buddy. Okay, that's not good. 15 dodge. It seems like their dodge was boosted. Could be wrong. Oh, maybe go back on him. Oh, that was a very nice hit. Did a little bit of healing, so let's go ahead and try to burn him down. Uh-oh, Centipede. Okay, that wasn't too bad. And you're stunned. More like I think you're probably entangled. Stun is just kind of a catch-all type of thing.
As victories mount, so too will resistance.
Okay, we're getting low on torches already. I would have to say this is a bit long of a short dungeon. But that's okay. We're stressing out over going back over the same hallway. It's not a mechanic I'm hugely in favor of. Send in the dog. Alright. More deeds. Very nice. Ooh, another grave. Do we want to dig it up? You know, we've got plenty of... we're pretty low on stress, you know. Uka, you dig it up. You go dig it up. Okay. Nothing. Thought it was worth a try. Proved not to be the best decision. So we should have 2 more rooms that we can go through. Oh, and look at this. Look at this.
Nature herself. A victim
Okay.
to this corruption.
Look at that. We take damage. We take a bunch of stress. All because we used our shovels already. Okay, let's go ahead. Use our anti-venom on the sappy tree. Apparently it's poisonous sap. Or corrosive. Or something of that nature. Okay, so we're going to have a curio, a trap, and nothing, and that will be it. A fairly uneventful dungeon. Okay. Why aren't you checking that out? Ho, 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 ho. Slow down. There you go. Good job, Izor and Uka. 32 light level. Pretty darn dark. And as it gets darker, you know, it starts to get a little bit spooky. Okay, let's see what else we see. Because we can leave any time. So we'd have one combat and a curio. You know, I'm thinking that we might as well do it. Try to pick up a little bit more loot. And then maybe we'll chow down on some food. Let's see, maybe I'll leave 4 food. Just in case. And hopefully... Let's see, Hagiomania, obsessed with sainthood, fear of beasts. That would explain something with the spiders. And Ezor's a little bit soft from his drinking problem. Known, cheat, and enlightened. Okay, so I just want to make sure that no one had Sidiomania or any other type of food disorder, where they're going to eat a bunch of food on us. And we're in the dark, so the loot should be better. The question is, can we survive? Let's see, these two are probably going to be better off at taking the big guy down. We could, however, maybe take him down and leave him for last. I don't know if it's the best move or not, but you know, that might be what we do. So we got a double bleed going in, so he's not going to survive. That turned out to be a good move. I think you are going to have to just start hacking on him. And then Centipede. Now maybe now we just focus on the big guy, the Bloodletter, who's not really a Bloodletter, but you get the idea. Well, I guess there he's letting Izor and Uka bleed. Okay. I'm just always happy when that one doesn't get a crit, because it tends to cause lots of problems. Okay, just go ahead and work on the Bloodletter. Here's a nice big meaty thigh for you, Uka. A big meaty thigh. Okay, we're just going to keep on pounding on him. What can she do? You know, she probably could skip him and go straight for you and miss.
Victory. Perhaps the turning point.
Yep, it's certainly the turning point. There, go ahead and give him a third eye on his forehead. I think that'll work out nicely. Okay, oh, there's the shovel we needed. Okay, so there is going to be another curio down here. Let's see what we got. There we go. There was nothing in the last room. Alright, that's better than what we've been getting in these short dungeons. So that's going to be 7,000 gold. See what we pick up here besides a couple of levels. Nymphomania for Groat! You go, boy. You go. I don't think they're going to let you in there, of course, but... whatever. Nimra the Red picked up Nervous, and she is now Robust. I like robust women, so you know, that's not too bad. Nervous, you know, she just needs some words of encouragement, like Nimra the Red. You look beautiful today. You have a sanguineous appearance about you.
Curiosity, interest, and obsession.
So Tinera finally made it out. Okay, thank you, Caretaker. Tinera finally made it out of the Abbey. Bogtaz, man, he loves his Abbey time. Was he back now? Is he back? It's kind of hinting that he is not. Yeah, he's not. The Survivalist is now unlocked. The Nomad Wagon is unlocked. Okay, very good. Let's go take a look at the Nomad Wagon if you are unfamiliar with it.
She is a stalwart survivor and a strict instructor.
I love the artwork in this game. It's so awesome. Oh, look at this. Oh, this is where you can actually go to the different buildings. This is something that I have really not touched on probably in any of the videos. It's one of the changes I made. It's kind of cool.
And charms gathered from all the forgotten corners of the earth.
So yes, you can buy trinkets. However, as you can see, they're somewhat cost prohibitive, even if we get them down in price. You know, maybe they'll get them down to 50%, still 5,000 gold. Yeah, we can't afford to go do that. Okay, we want to look at the survivalist. Here we go. So the survivalist is somebody where you can go and you can actually pick up their additional camp trait. Since we haven't been doing any medium dungeons, it's not of major concern early on, and also it is somewhat expensive, so it's something you typically do later in the game. And I could be wrong on that. It's just my strategy. Okay, so we definitely want to increase our barrack size, so let's put that up to 21.
Word is traveling. Ambition is stirring in distant cities.
So
We
we
can
are...
use this.
We're going to pick up the bounty hunter.
The thrill of the hunt. The promise of payment.
Let's see here. We're going to end up renaming him. He's a weapon tinker, so his weapon costs are down. Ooh, he's faded as well. Faded is really great. Chance to turn any miss into a hit. He's also a gambler, and he will not drink. That is very interesting. Looks like him and Izor and Uka will not get along, as one will want to be drinking and one will want to be gambling. Guess he could keep him company. I don't know. So anyways, we're not going to pick up another Hellion. We're not going to pick up another Houndmaster. We'll leave those spots empty. So anyways, there we go. Thank you for watching The Darkest Dungeon as we continue our descent into madness. I'd like to thank you for watching. If you have any ideas for a background story for any of the characters that you see here, you know, I'm more than welcome to provide more information. If you have a character that you want to develop, so to say, with a background story or just name, I'm good with it. Just trying to have fun playing the game. Anyways, I will catch you in the next video as we continue our descent.